What's up, everybody? This is Super Mike coming to you this morning early. And what I want to do is get into a little bit of resources because we got a lot of shots going on out here. People, the local mainstream news, they do what they always do. They tell you one thing, but a different thing happens, and they continue to tell you one thing and a different thing happens. So this is what they specialize on. They legitimize themselves as mainstream news, as a trusted source for information and resources. But now that we have the internet and we have uh, other tools to research and to verify facts and information, we need to start using those facts and information to verify. Now, how do you make decisions? In order to make a good decision, you need information. The more balanced your information and variables that you have in order to analyze that information, of course, the more informed and long-lasting the decisions that you make can be, because you can get those decisions accurate. When you make those good decisions, when you have that information. But if you're trusting a source for your information, that is, you're trusting a source that's not really verifying its information, or it's state run, or it's too biased, because there's a difference. I mean, facts and opinions matter, but you need to be aware of how to verify a fact, and you need some trusted sources on how to get that done. So I'm going to try to do this really quick, and we're going to go into the information. Now, what I have an issue with here is a lot of effort is being made to try to get Black people to submit themselves to these Operation Warp Speed shots here. And we know that the conditions that these shots were created under is basically, during an election, it's very politicized. You had people taking advantage of a situation where one person wanted to get elected. Donald Trump wanted to get elected. He incentivized his CDC, did a lot of manipulation in the CDC. Dr. Fauci, who has a long history of deception and confusion, especially when it comes to AIDS. And, he was involved, he's been at the NIH over there in Maryland, I believe, for almost 40 years. He was involved with the AIDS research, pivotal in the AIDS, and Fauci's got a long history that should be researched. I might go through some more of it. It's just too much. You can't do it in one session. But with this particular issue of these shots, poorly understood disease, even though there was a vaccine we find before this thing even broke off in the USA. And if you have a vaccine, that means you had knowledge of it. But anyway, the thing is this. You take a shot, you're putting something in your body that can't be reversed. And you better make sure you understand what's going on, because not only do you have to worry about being taken out right away, but you also have to be worried about how it's going to affect you long term, which is everyone admits that they don't know. So let me go through this one story here. I just want to show y'all something here. Hold on a second here. And this is what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't like that they're having these Black people, Black doctors, they're incentivizing, and this is almost religious, the way these guys are trying to get Black folks to submit themselves to these little shots here. Hold on a second here. Let's look at this here.
People have known someone with severe disease or died from COVID. So she's putting her foot down. I'm over it. The Black Doctor's vaccine sign-up sheet online is now closed. The focus for next month will be vaccinating the 46,000 people who have already signed up. And now, something they didn't do before, patients will have to prove they live in Philly and in one of the more coronavirus-affected zip codes. And if they're not over 75, they'll have to bring prescription bottles to show they're actually eligible. If they come to you at your clinic and they don't have the right ID, they don't actually live there, are you prepared to turn them on? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, I will. Once they're done with that 46,000, they will likely open up signups again, but with higher scrutiny this time. As a clinician, I never want to turn anyone away. I mean, God, all of us standing here need to get the vaccine. But with a viral pandemic, we're only as healthy as our sickest neighbors. Now, Dr. Stanford actually acknowledged that she, in part, was contributing to some of this inequality when she would say, post on social media saying, hey, there are a few more vaccines left. Come on over if you can get it. That won't happen anymore. And just one more note on that link proposal. Dr. Stanford also said if there is a mass vaccination site, say, at the link, she said she should be the one to lead it. Live from Cedar Brook, Danny Freeman, NBC 10 News.
All right, so that right there, they can have those shots. For me, she won't have to worry about me coming down there. She would never have to worry about me coming down there trying to mess around with that crap. But, you know, some people want to go down there and risk themselves. Go ahead. They want to go down there and risk themselves. Go ahead. But we have too much alternate information. What I look at is, look, why would you risk yourself? Once you get this situation, once you get this shot, you could still get the disease. You still have to wear a mask. You still have to socially distance yourself. And there's so many variants out here. You could still get the disease. And what is the point? Why take that risk? Because there's a lot of other things that can happen when you're allowing warp speed chemicals to be, shot up into your body. Okay. So this is just big money for pharma. And that's the problem with living in a capitalist system. It's money over people. And this is not even fully FDA approved. These are emergency shots, emergency formed approved shots. So I'm just trying to get people to understand, like, at least our people, we don't need to be rushing out here to do anything. You survived over a year. Boost your immune system. I don't, my point is I don't understand it. So let's look at this one story too. So here we have a situation here at the Brooklyn Federal Jail. This brother was vaccinated days before testing positive. See, first time inmate to die of COVID at Brooklyn Federal Jail was vaccinated days before testing positive. This is in the Daily News, Independent Review. The first federal inmate to die at Brooklyn's federal jail was vaccinated 4 days before he tested positive. Now, of course, they're going to say that, if he diagnosed that time, since the shot does not actually have the virus in it, it's very unlikely that he got it from that shot. So he must have had it prior to that. Well, you got to think about it. Um, you know, he's still you got the shot. So and this is the first man to pass away from this. Edwin Segata, 46, succumbed to the virus last Friday after being rushed to Metropolitan Detention Center from Metropolitan Detention Center to NYU Langone Hospital, Brooklyn. Hey, sis, hope all is well with you and the family. Just took the first shot of the COVID vaccine. 21 days until I can get the next one, Segura said in a message to his family in January. But the day before his death, another message showed Segura's fortunes had changed dramatically. Hey, sis, I tested positive on the 23rd, fourth day after I took the shot. And they misspelled that. Sick, crazy. I was bad for 10 days, but I'm doing better. Love you. Segura wrote in a jailhouse message to his sister. So Segura's family is now trying to make sense of the sudden loss of the patriarch, a father of four. I'm still in shock, said his son, 28. I feel like I lost a part of myself. Me and my father were very close. We shared a lot of the same thoughts. We were best friends. This was my best friend for real. Despite his father being behind bars for much of his life, son Eddie Segura credits his dad with driving him to be a correctional officer. He works at a state prison in Florida and drove to New York over the weekend after hearing his dad's death. So this is the brother. I mean, I just think that's interesting. We don't know what happened, but actually we know part of what happened, but it's just interesting, right? So if you don't have that information, then you are not going to factor that into your calculation about, your decision making, right? And here's one other resource. Here's another resource that I want to give before we're done with this here today. This there's a thing called VAERS. It's a reporting system that people use and you can search information on, and it's updated periodically. And I have it pinned. I have it pinned in the comments. I have it in the comments, and I have it on the banner there. That's the website. You can check this out. This gives you a lot of information, and it's just a balance information. I messed up and went back. Hold on a second. You need this. So they tell you about every dollar you make, you can donate to the site. The vaccination and censorship, which we're dealing with censorship, the pandemic special report. So they have reports on it. And the information from the government on the VAERS site, which is just which is like a third of the complaints about it. This site downloads it and you can search it. So we're going to search the reactions here, the vaccine reactions. And there's a lot of information here, so I'll let it. I think I already have a page set up. Let's see. There it is. All right, so with this site here, you can put in 2 steps to doing a search, presentation styles, choosing the cases, examples, expert mode. And All right, let's see. See if I can get a basic search here. Hold on a second here. We're just trying to get this. I haven't seen this. There it is. I think this is it. All right, so what I want to do, I just want to show, we're going to go through here. So you can look up specific ID numbers. So that way, if you already have the ID, the VAERS ID, you can type it in there and it'll pull that particular case up for you. And what I'm going to do here, and this searches not just the COVID, it searches all of them. And all of these, the vaccines that people have reported on. And I'm trying to get to the point. Oh, this is crazy. Now, once you understand, see, if you don't have these kind of resources and looking into stuff, just when these people just, put information out there, you're just going to believe it, and you got to be careful. You really have to be careful. You don't know what's in this stuff. And we have many examples in history where they've told people to get something. They told people to get something, and then next thing you know, years later, somebody's getting sued and people are deformed and they want to just give everybody money. And I don't understand that. So, dude, I'm trying to find this one spot here where we could look at the I'm trying to find out where we can look at the actual shoot. This is what I'm trying to do here. Let me do it this way. This is what I'm going to do. Search now. Okay, there it is. So we're going to search this vax. I want serious cases. And I'm going to see. I'm just going to see what happens here. So we got, right here, we got 1,791 cases from the January 29th release. So this is just from that one release. We have it. This person, they had an anaphylactic shock, dementia, and they got it. They got the shot on the 14th of December. And see, they released this information a month later, almost. This is a young person. This person is 46 years old. This dude was 26 years old. And got the shot 17th. And right away, he had a cardiac failure reaction. So swelling of the anaphylactic reaction, swelling of the throat. This is the allergic reaction here. Emissions of effusions and fluid overload permanently. I mean, this is, he went to he didn't recover. He went to August visit. He did not die, but he's hurt. Swelling of the hands followed by angioedema. These are the situations that's going on here. And this just happened with just that one group of reporting from this. They just released these data on this date. but the actual incidents happen like a month or something before then. And keep in mind, the release dates are before it as well. So these are the other options of, you know, this is the pushback when they're telling you on the news, come get it, come get it, come get it. Everything is safe. Please come on, get it. You know, let us give you this shot here. They keep telling you that, but guess what? What about all of these folks who listened? And right now, you cool right now. Ain't nothing. Why you need? You know, what's the? You survived to this time. You know, the stuff been floating around, and I'm trying to figure out why would you rush to go do something that is right now there's no reason. So I'm going to end this off right now, but you know, I just want everybody just learn how to make some, you know, you can't just listen to legitimized, you know, news, because news is not always accurate. It's not always accurate. And we have fact checking. You have the ability to fact check. So you want to use that ability to fact check, especially with situations that you can get yourself in that, you know, may not be that easy to reverse, right? All right, y'all. Peace, love. I want y'all to be healthy, happy. Spread this information. Give me a thumbs up on the thing. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're listening to this. This is Super Mike. You know I love you, and I want you guys to be successful. And go ahead, comment on it. Give me any other information or any other sources of information that you have seen. All right. And if you disagree with this information, go ahead and let me know that as well, because I want to see both sides of the story. All right. All right. Peace.